Hello, my gorgeous Scorpios, and welcome to my channel, GreenLion Goddess. Now, we have a lot of rain happening at the moment here. I don't know, sometimes we might be hearing a bit of rumbling of thunder in the background. Hopefully it won't affect the mic, but there is a little bit of minor flooding here as I'm talking. Look what's come out for you. Wow, Octopus and Vulture, 2 cards. Just to be a bit different for you guys, Scorpio, and I love these cards together. Their darkness. Yeah, we've got a bit of minor flooding happening. We've had a bit of a crazy old year. We've had a drought, and then we had bushfires, and now it started to rain, and we've got flooding. It's all craziness. But let's talk about you, because I am absolutely loving Vulture and Octopus together. So, Vulture, it's the element of air, but I love this card because it is the karmic cleanser. It's like almost if you had a god up there that went, okay, now I'm just going to wipe free everything that you've ever done, and let's just start from the beginning again. It's almost like this energy just throws a ball of fire at it, goes, and it's all just transformed by fire. It's all burnt away energetically and karmically. It's gone. And so something has died. Something has ended. But it's on a really high energetic level, if this is making sense, Scorpio. Because what I'm getting here is it's just almost like a necessary expulsion of energy that you don't need anymore. Because you're ready to take up something new with this octopus energy coming in. Especially on an emotional level, you feel compelled to be doing something. There's this compulsion. There will be this feeling of, I need to be doing this. And in order to be able to do this, you have to shut a door to something else and shut it properly. It's not shut it and then you know that there's all these demons and monsters inside that room and we're never going to open that ever again. It's shut it. That room's going to be burnt, destroyed, filled with white light, dissolved. That room never existed. So I'm hoping this is making sense for you, Scorpio, because I'm just going with what imagery I'm being given by Spirit at this moment in time. And so it's locking a door and saying, not going there anymore. I'm turning around to the present. I feel compelled to do this octopus energy. This is the light. It's this sense of connecting. It's just this sense of, I have to do this. Now, there's this real creativity to this octopus. It's something that has been lurking deep down for a while. You know, they live at the bottom of the ocean. It's a water sign. So it's you. I feel like this is all you, though, Scorpio. I feel like this is all internal, a very deep, energetic, spiritual, internal energy, unconscious, whatever you want to call it, happening here for you. And that's why I love Scorpios so much. I love this scorpionic energy that you can go to with you guys. And I feel like this is something that has just floated up magically from the depths and the darkness of your soul, your emotional body, and just gone like a magical, you know how octopuses, when they're really deep in the ocean, they glow and they can go these amazing colors and then they disappear. But I'm not getting disappearing. I'm getting this emergence of this brilliant feeling, thought, this brilliant, it's just this feeling emerges from deep within that and it's magical. It's like you cannot ignore this. That's why I'm saying it's this compulsion, because it's like, what? There's an octopus there. I didn't know that was there. And look, it glows. It's really cool and amazing and magical. And it's saying, do this, do this, do this. So I hope that makes sense for some of you guys. It's really, really positive energy coming through. Really, really positive energy coming through. What else can we get? What sort of challenges have we got around this for the Scorps, for Scorpios? What have we got for you guys in terms of some challenges and opportunities? Now this is, I'm already getting the energy that this is what you're letting go of. This is what you're saying goodbye to. This is the energy that is being transformed and kind of energetically annihilated and burnt, transformed, alchemized, whatever you want to say. This is what it is that you're saying goodbye to. So, the hummingbird. Now, this is interesting because what is this? I'm trying to work out what this is. This is not energy you would want to be saying goodbye to. So what does that mean? This is beautiful energy of joy. Well, okay, this is what I'm getting. Sorry, I just needed to tune in for a second to this card because it's all... I just needed to make sense of it before I started talking. This is what I'm getting. So it's interesting. It's not like something was particularly bad in the past with this hummingbird energy. In fact, this is a freedom. This is feeling free. And what's coming in is a responsibility. So this is what this sense of just being able to... It's like a change of life. I mean, it's like a transition to a different change of life. All I'm getting is that this was nice, this hummingbird energy. It's almost like, you know, you could go anywhere, travel anywhere. You didn't have to really look after anyone. There was this independence. But with this octopus energy coming through, this is something that you need to take ownership of. Okay? So this is energy that you will need to be responsible for. And it's almost like the universe has given you this gift and saying, now we want you to look after it. So what could that mean? What could it be? It could be a work of art. It could be a business idea. It could be a child. It could be... I'm getting counsel for some reason, like putting something in action, enacting something that's going to affect a lot of people. But the responsibility is not overbearing or a burden. It's saying that you're ready now to be the guardian of this energy. This is all a bit abstract, Scorpio. It's just saying... You're the guardian of this energy. It's being gifted to you. I'm hoping this is going to make sense because I'm going to pull some clarifiers after this that might bring it down to some concrete reality, but then again, it might not. So, yes, I just feel like you have been gifted something from the universe and now you're the guardian of it on this earth, whatever that might mean to you. So this is quite deep stuff, Scorpio. It's quite deep. So there's a real, yeah. Okay, interesting. Let's look at love. Let's just take a bit of a sideways step out of that. But like I said, it all ends up connected anyway. Let's look at love for Scorpio. Let's look at love for you guys. Wow. The hummingbird. The nightingale. That's why I said the hummingbird, because for me, the hummingbird and the nightingale, it's so beautiful, like to have these birds coming through, this element of air, this expression. Birds are spirit messages from spirit. So again, just quickly, I was just getting something with this hummingbird coming through because we've got this bird theme happening. Because we have the vulture as well, which is also a bird. You've got 3 birds coming through and an octopus. So the octopus is the odd one out, but these are all the messages from spirit. This is spirit intervening here. Okay? And this is the thing that you've been gifted by spirit to bring into this earth, to make a reality into this earth. But it's something that's going to help sort of humanity, or it's going to help the world. So that's why you're the guardian of it. So we've got all these beautiful spirit messages coming through. Now, The vulture energy we know is just a really powerful, strong, cleansing energy. You might get the sense that you want to clean your physical environment, clean your desk, clean your house. Often comes up with that energy. Now, what I'm getting clearly with this hummingbird is that because it was something you were letting go of previously, and it all still fits in with what we were saying before in terms of spirit messages. These are very light. The hummingbirds are little joyful spirit messages that would come in as little moments of inspiration, moments of connection that you really loved. And it was great and it was beautiful, and it's not that you're letting go of it because there was anything wrong with it. What's happening is that the connection is deepening. The connection is deepening. And so you've got this sort of greater spiritual responsibility. So here, when we're talking about love, the nightingale is beautiful. Absolutely. Element of air. This is a message about expressing your love. And it might be around having some dreams. You might have one of those dreams. I don't know if you've ever had them where you meet, it's like a dream lover, where you meet up and connect with someone in your dream and you kind of share love on an energetic level. It can be sex, it can be love, but it just feels amazing. And then you go back to your ordinary day. You might see them at work or you see them and you kind of just know that you've met somehow in spirit, and that there is, on a really higher, deeper level, there is this sort of ethereal love. And that's what's coming in. It's like a spiritual love coming in with this nightingale. So this could even be connecting to a faith, but it's around expressing love, a beautiful expression of love. So it's telling someone, I love you. It's singing to the moon. It's singing to the darkness. It could be, just having a beautiful fantasy about somebody. But I just feel more that it's about connecting to your heart and finding a way to express that. And I feel like with it coming in as a spirit message, and this might be connected to the octopus energy as well, as this is part of finding your authentic voice and expressing that in the world. But I feel like this will be really nicely received. Okay. So whoever, but it's more about the process of how it feels, not so much about how it's going to be received, but how it's going to feel for you inside, to be almost singing from your heart. It might be one of those things that you want to sing, singing in the shower, or you're at home and you're wanting to sing, connecting to songs on the radio, but just really connecting, telling people you love them. It's connecting really deeply to what it is that you love. Okay, so I think we've got a lot of stuff happening on a very deep level for you guys, Scorpio, which, I love, obviously. But let's see. Let's talk about career here. Let's talk about career. Career for Scorpio. Oh, wow, Fire Ant, you're going to be busy. You're going to be busy little bees, organising, very motivated. You're going to be kind of leading the team, getting everybody organised. This could be burnout as well. You could be too busy. There's a little bit, I'm getting a bit of a warning if you need to balance the life-work thing. But I feel like there's going to be the fire under you. This is around a community as well. So you could be working in a team, or you could be communicating to a community, or to a community of people online. But I'm just getting there's a lot of busyness happening here. So, but yes, you will have to manage your stress levels. Okay, Scorpio. And it might be that once you get this octopus idea coming through, whatever it is, it's going to kind of put the fire under you to start working. 5 of Cups as a supporting energy for career. Yeah, don't be put off by past failures. Don't be stuck in the past is kind of what it's saying. Put as much energy into this as a growth. I'm getting growth mindset here, not a fixed mindset. So not going, I failed at that in the past, I can't do it again. It's like, turn around, look at the present. There's 2 cups still standing. Learn, see what it is that you've learnt from that experience, and you can make something from it. So if things don't always work out, but it's saying there's stuff to grow. There's things to build upon here. So with all this busyness as well, with all this busyness of this fire ant energy, it's really important to be able to look at the positive, not get stuck in the negative. And that's kind of what this 5 of Cups energy is saying. Don't look at losses or financial losses or things that you might have lost your job or in the past or something like that. It's like work really hard to try and get yourself back on track. That's kind of, it's working towards success with a growth mindset that, yes, you can learn from your mistakes. You can build upon things that didn't work and make it even better next time. And that could be, building your resume, getting a job, getting a promotion, or if you're running your own business, looking at things that strategies and campaigns, investments, and not throwing the baby out with the bathwater is kind of the energy I'm getting with that. Okay, this octopus energy, it's quite this mysterious, intriguing thing that's come through. The 9 of Wands. Okay, so let's put that up with octopus. The 9 of Wands. There's no need to be suspicious of this when this comes through. Okay, it's now time to put down your battle, weary swords or wands. It's nearly over, this struggle that you've been in. Okay, you don't need to fight anymore. You don't need to struggle anymore. This octopus energy is almost like a liberation of freedom from that. So it's a sense of you just need a break. You need a break from feeling like things just coming at you constantly. Of feeling like it's saying that this octopus isn't the usual thing that comes up. I mean, the usual thing that comes up is these 9 of Wands, these 8 wands that are in the background, and he's got his 1 wand ready to fight. These are all the battles that have won. He's fought and won in the past with things like getting yourself back out of bed, getting yourself back up after failure, winning successes, making good choices, all that sort of stuff. And it's like, okay, I'm ready for the next thing to come along. This is something very different. And that's what it's saying. This is something you don't need to fight. Don't fight it. Allow it to come up. Allow it to... It's such an ethereal thing. It will be different for all of you, but allow whatever this compulsion it is to come through. This feeling of I must be doing that. Allow it to come. Don't fight it, is what this is saying. So, vulture energy. What do we have as a clarifier for the vulture? Yep. We have the Hermit. Beautiful Virgo energy coming through. Virgo might be really helpful in this situation for you. Just a beautiful grounding person to be around. But we also have, with this vulture energy, there is darkness, but the darkness is being cleaned up, karmically cleaned up. And you can see this. You'll be able to see this. It's an internal, the Hermit is finding the answers within, looking within. And it could also mean that you just need some time alone while this process is happening. You need some space to process it and to just kind of be able to go deep within. You don't want to be dealing with, and that's why I think, we've got that fire ant energy. It's a little bit hot in the center. You could be a bit burnt out by having to deal with a lot of other people. You do need to have this time out here to deal with this massive transformation that's happening here on a deeper level. And so that's what this Hermit energy is saying. Go deep within, take a bath, have a massage, go for a walk, whatever it is. Don't have people in your space. Don't have people demanding. Even when you take your own, it's about setting a very clear boundary around you. Even when you do take your own space, make sure there's no one there in the background about to jump in all of a sudden, demanding something from you. So if you're like a busy parent or someone, or you're at work, you might need to physically go to a new space where someone's not going to come in and knock on the door and go, I can't find this or I want that. You just need that space to be able to allow this energy to come through. Now, the hummingbird energy, intriguing. The hummingbird, sometimes some cards just kind of throw you for a six because sometimes it's so obvious what they mean, and other times you look at it and go, what? And then you just have to really connect deeply and wait for the message to come through. So hummingbird was one of those ones. I'm intrigued to know what we get as a supporting clarifier for hummingbird. And it might also be just that, things might be surprising. Things might not necessarily be. It might be that you have to take a moment to work things out. That could be part of the challenge. That could be part of it. Yeah, hummingbird. It's that sense of not feeling stuck here with this Eight of Swords energy. It's that even though it's a funny combination, it's the challenges and the opportunities and the energy that you were letting go of. And there's this real sense of the Eight of Swords it's an element of air. So those swords represent your mind, very rigid thinking. Those swords are stuck and upright. They're inflexible. They're not like, I'm not moving, I'm not budging, and I'm keeping myself in this space. But I feel stuck, I feel blinded, I feel like I can't see where I'm going or the answers, but it's like saying the answers are within you. You're the one that can free yourself from that space. You're the one that can find the path ahead. And so that's the challenge and the opportunity, is actually being able to find that freedom within yourself to move forward. It's paradoxical. Like, these two cards together are paradoxical, and I think that the challenge would be dealing with polarities of energies, two very different energies. On one hand, there's joy in what you're doing. On the other hand, you're feeling stuck. And how do you how do you reconcile that? Like, it's confusing. Like I said, it's about, there are good things in a situation, but at the end of the day, I think, this is sort of a self-sabotagey energy or saboteur that's blocking any kind of energy that might be blocking that octopus from rising. It could be also the element of fear, is what I'm getting for it now. So that's why there's confusion around this. There's confusion around letting some of this energy go, because it's almost like you want to hold on to some of it, but to get the full extent and block of this, you really need to let it just flush through you. So I hope that makes sense, Scorpio. So, lucky last card to go with beautiful nightingale. And that's kind of, the message from Spirit as well. So let's get, what can we get from, I want to pull this card out. Yeah, beautiful. So in terms of love, this is, building foundations. I feel like this is the happy home. This is the married, happy. There's a great foundation. We're feeling really good about where we're living. It's building a really good foundation. And also in terms of, it might be that you might be working together, you might be business partners, or it could just be that you're finding joy in a situation within married life or with a life partner. And you're able to tell them how much you actually really do care and love them. And if it is, I really feel like this is an established relationship with someone, but if this is new love, This is kind of expressing to someone that this is what you want. And if it's not what you want, this is not the right time. Okay, this is not the right person that we're talking about here. So if it's not someone that you do want to settle down with, or you can see a good future with, don't go telling them. It's sort of like, tell them if that's what you're seeing. That's the vision that you're seeing. But if you're not seeing that, it's sort of like not, these cards are not about that. You don't need to be telling anybody that you love them if that's not how you're feeling about it. Okay? I hope that makes sense, Scorpio. But this is beautiful, beautiful energy. This is like a long-term commitment. And again, we got the word commitment and responsibility, but there's joy, great joy and expression of love. There's a lot of love here. So don't be afraid to tell those that you love if that's how you feel about them. It could also be related to family, a family home. Don't be afraid to tell them that you love them this fortnight. So I'm going to leave it there, Scorpio. I hope that makes sense. If you'd like to hear more, please like, subscribe, or leave a comment. And take care. I'll see you next time. Bye.